And welcome once again to another fantastic atomic tutorial. My name is Dr. Wasabi, and today we are doing the Jet Fighter from Fallout 3. It's a fantastic build. Not a lot of people do models from the older games like Fallout 1, 2, and 3, but on my channel we have been doing models from several games, including Fallout 1 and 2. So we are doing the Jet Fighter from Fallout 3. So let me show you the block palette that you'll need. You will need, for the Jet Fighter from Fallout 3, 3 times in a row I've said that, stone slabs, Acacia Trapdoors, andesite walls, light grey concrete, grindstones, red terracotta, blue carpet, blocks of iron, birch buttons, polished deep slate slabs, iron trapdoors, polished andesite stairs, polished andesite, iron bars, blast furnaces, skeleton skulls, wither skeleton skulls. Now these are the wheels you'll need for landing gear, which is the main model we're making. I will actually make a flying model to show you later in the video. You will need blocks of coal and stone buttons. You will also need light grey carpet, glass, lecterns, smooth quartz stairs, and polished andesite slabs. And there you have it, the block ingredients for the Fallout 3 Jet Fighter. Now, you may be wondering, these are very kind of greyish, kind of industrial colour variations, and that is true. This model is very, I wouldn't say bland, but it's very grey, so that's why at the end of the video I am going to show different colour variations and what you can do, just to spice things up a bit with different colours. So without further ado, let's get on with our time-lapse. And we are back after our time lapse. Now, before I show you anything, I just want to say, if you do like what I do, then please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It is greatly appreciated because, of course, it spreads my channel amongst the algorithm and spreads my content to you amazing, just fantastic people. Now, let's see what we have done here. I thought this came out really well as a build. You can see the retractable wings over here. It's a really nice feature, the model in the Fallout 3 game, that when it's standing, when it's in the landing position, the wings retract. It's this wonderful triangle sort of shape. Obviously, it's not a complete triangle, but you can use your imagination with it. And I think it's a really nice way to or compact space, really, because you could have these in a line and it would save a lot of space from if it would just have its wings spread out, which is one of the kind of space age concepts of the 1950s and 60s. Now, of course, over here I have made a little detail that the exposed area when the wings retract, I have done that with iron bars, as well as the landing gear over here. Now, a lot of people think landing gear is just a stick on a wheel that retracts into the plane, but it's a lot more complex than that. There's a lot of moving parts that go into that, and I just wanted to show that extra detail with some kind of technical part with the iron bars and the the andesite walls onto there. Now, of course, we have the cockpit. It's a very small cockpit because, of course, you only need so much space. The rest is kind of reserved for weaponry and aerodynamics, and the engine. Of course, we've got this wonderful little nozzle, which is one of my favorite designs of the build. Now, of course, we have the US Army sign on the side here. This was quite complicated to build, but of course, you do have to use your imagination because it is such a small detail. In that case, I use a red terracotta and blue carpet, as I did say in the block palettes. Now, at the end here, we have this wonderful, rocket engine, which I just adore. It's such a space age concept. A lot of these planes are inspired by Cold War planes, and it's just this rocket engine at the back. Here we have the grindstone, which is the funnel, and the blast furnace, which is the hole where the fuel ignites and it pushes the plane forward. And it's that sort of rocket design that really influences a lot of the vehicles in the Fallout universe. Now, I did say that I was going to show you what the planes do look like in different color schemes, as well as when they're flying with their wings expanded. So without further ado, I'll see you after the short interval. And we are back after that short interval. Now, let's see what we have here. High above the skies of New Warden City, here we have 3 models of the plane we just made, but without stretching wings. You'll see there's a lot different designs here, but when you actually go into it, it's not that difficult to convert, and I'll explain that very much shortly. What essentially happens is you have to remove the triangle wing section. So I'm going to give you a short kind of cinematic rundown of the kind of blocks you'll need. So what you essentially need to do is remove the triangle bit of the wings and then kind of push it back. You see those slabs, push it back 3 blocks, and then attach that wonderful kind of end point that you saw when the wings kind of ended. I know it seems a bit strange, but that's all you really need to do. It's not that hard, apart from I would say removing the landing gear, which is around removing about 7 or 8 blocks. So that's all you really need to do to attach it into a flying position. Again, that's the beauty of it. The majority of the model stays the same. It's just that the wings do kind of go out. So I did say I was going to do the color scheme. Now, this is a US Army color scheme. We have 2 I'm going to show you, and it's with lime and green terracotta, and the complement is a dark prismarine slab, and I think it goes really well together. It gets a lot of Vietnam vibes, I'm thinking, of the jungle kind of concept and color scheme that the US Army is kind of known for, well, stereotypically at least. This is a design that is on many of the US Army vehicles. And over here we have a Anchorage color scheme, because of course Anchorage was a field of conflict in the Fallout universe. So we have a very light color scheme with, of course, smooth quartz blocks and white concrete, and it has that kind of reminiscence of snow, which is the kind of idea we're going for. Now, of course, we are going for a complement as well of polished and regular diorite slabs, which I think kind of contrast very nicely against the color scheme of the plane itself. Now, of course, if you're looking up The idea is when you're looking up, it just looks like a cloud, or when it's snowing, it just looks like a big bit of snow, when of course, in fact, it is a jet fighter. Now, that is the jet fighter from Fallout 3. I'm so glad you came along to watch my video. It honestly melts my heart that you come along to watch my videos. If you do like what I do, please like and subscribe. It is heavily appreciated because, of course, it spreads my channel amongst the algorithm and spreads my content to you fantastic people. I want to say thank you for watching from the bottom of my heart. My name is Dr. Wasabi. Good night, and of course, as always, God bless.
If the end of the world came tonight, I'd want to be with you.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.